What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I got some more new information about the 2024 Duramax. Now, I made a video a few weeks ago talking about me trying to order a truck. Now, this is all on my circumstances. If you want to go out and order a truck, you're not going to run into these roadblocks. It just happens to be my case that I want to get an early truck. So I want to clarify from last video, I can still put an order in for that truck whenever I want. They ran out of allocations for early trucks. So if I wanted to wait and getting an early one wasn't a problem, I still could have put my order in and everything would have been fine. It would have been taken and I just have to wait. But I do want an early truck. So kind of all this just kind of pertains to me, like I was saying before. This is just my circumstance. So I kind of found out some new information about the truck that will hopefully heighten my odds of getting an early truck. Not that I put an order in, because I didn't anywhere yet, but hopefully these odds will help me out, so let's dive into them. All right, so a few things I want to dive into real fast. Now, this is all just new information that I'm finding out because it's a few weeks later and more dealers are starting to, be able to place orders in, and we're starting to find out some more stuff about the trucks. So, one thing that I talked about in my last video was the 22-inch wheel options. Now, GM said they're going to have a 22-inch wheel. Not that I would get that anyways, because I guarantee you it's going to be a couple grand and I'm not going to run the stock wheels. I'm going to do an aftermarket set of wheels as it is. But a lot of this stuff is not going to be produced till late in the year of 2023. So later this year is when you'll be able to get the 22-inch wheels. Another thing that I found out, which is kind of good for my case, is as far as I know, you can only get right now, even if I or you guys wanted to order a truck, the only three colors that are available are Onyx Black, Red, and I believe White Frost Tri-Coat. Those are the only three colors that you can get at this point in time. And if you want to get a different color, any of the new ones, I believe there's like 7 or 8 new different colors, you're not going to be able to get those to the end of 2023. Now, this kind of works out good in my case because at the end of the day, I'd honestly either settle for a red or black truck if it came down to it. I wasn't really sold on a new red when GM came out with it in 2020. I love the old style red. I'm not exactly sure the color off the top of my head, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I love that color way more than the new one, but after seeing some 2020s done, that color really grew on me. And another good thing is that the last time I went through Lore is a lot of people ordered trucks through them. They don't really require, back in 2020 at least, they didn't really require a huge deposit to build the truck, and I believe it was refundable. So I believe a lot of people went through, ordered trucks, and when they showed up for whatever reason, either they didn't want the truck or they couldn't get the financing, and they were actually available pretty early. Now mine came in because I ordered it, and at the same time there's still a few sitting on the lot that people couldn't get the financing for or just didn't want the truck for whatever reason. Now the dealer does order a few trucks, but those end up getting scooped up that people come through looking for one and they say, this is what we have coming. If you want one, give a deposit. Now I'm kind of thankful that really all this stuff isn't going to be available early because I guarantee the dealer's going to spec them out as high as they can to make the most amount of money. And like I said, I don't want the 22s, and I guarantee it that if they were available, every dealer would order them. And if I wanted to buy one just off the lot early that someone backed out on, I'd probably be fully loaded with the wheels that I don't want. That are going to cost a few more grand to end up taking off. And at the same flip of the coin, I would settle for a red or black truck at the end of the day. I'm not really sold on white. So many people do it. Not saying that I wouldn't, or not a lot of people don't do black either, but I don't know if I'm just sold on it. Now, the good part is, like I said, I do want an Ultimate, and I guarantee most of the people, these dealers, ordered the highest spec trucks available. So hopefully when the time comes in a few weeks, maybe I'll be able to scoop up an early one just off the lot somewhere that somebody backed out on. And I did call a bunch of dealers, gave them my name, told them what I was looking for exactly. I want an early one that somebody backs out. Here's my name and number. I must have did that for 10, 15 different dealerships. So fingers crossed that some dealer gets one in for me and I'll be able to get an early one. I was kind of sweating it a couple weeks ago, but looking, fast forwarding now, the way the economy's going and everything along those lines, I'm not too sure, if people are going to want to spend $100K on a truck at the end of the day. So they might have second thoughts when when the truck comes in, like, hey, I don't know if I want to be able to swing this, or I can't afford to swing this at this time. And I'm really just, at the end of the day, hoping that I can get an early one in. But we'll see when that pans out, because it's not going to be too long, because a lot of people that got the early allocations from reading online, their trucks are already scheduled to be produced, I believe, like the first or second week in March. So they're going to be actually getting built very soon, and by then I believe it's just going to be waiting on getting them shipped to the dealerships, and I have no idea how long that takes nowadays. I know with my 2020, once it was built, it was shipped out pretty fast to the dealer, but with all the supply chain shortages of truck drivers and all that stuff, it could actually take a couple months to get to the dealer. But you know, we'll see at the end of the day. So that's kind of just the update that I had about the 2024. I didn't mean to bore you guys to death, but like I said, if you're looking to order one, it's really, you're kind of limited on what you can do color-wise and wheel-wise, but basically everything else is kind of just standard equipment if you get the Denali Ultimate. So like I said, that's about it for this week. So if you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe. If you like this video, be sure to leave it a big thumbs up. But until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.
Stop this conversation.